Hello friends, back with me again, Joseph, your host, and welcome back to our channel and Catechism for Kids. Today on December 5th, we're celebrating a very special person, Blessed Philip Rinaldi. Have you ever had a teacher or a grown-up who was super kind, always listened, and made you feel like you could do anything? Well, that's exactly the kind of person Philip Rinaldi was. He's known as the most gentle and fatherly leader in the whole Salesian family. So, grab a comfy seat, and let's dive into his amazing story. Philip Rinaldi was born a long time ago, back in 1856, in a beautiful little town in Italy. He grew up on a farm with his big family. In fact, he was the 8th child. When he was just 5 years old, something incredible happened. He met a living saint, the one and only Saint John Bosco, or as everyone called him, Don Bosco. Don Bosco was famous for his love for young people, and he saw something special in little Philip right away. As Philip grew up, he started helping out at a school run by Don Bosco's priests, the Salesians. But he wasn't quite sure what God wanted him to do. He thought maybe he should just stay a farmer, get married, and live a simple life. Even left the Salesian school and went back home. He was a bit confused, and that's okay. Sometimes we all feel a little lost and don't know which path to take. But Don Bosco didn't give up on him. He knew Philip had a special calling from God. He wrote letters to Philip and even visited him at his family's farm. Don Bosco was so patient and loving, he didn't push or demand. He just gently encouraged Philip, step by step. He told him about a special house for late vocations, a place for young men who took a little longer to figure out God's plan. Finally, at 22 years old, Philip decided to trust Don Bosco and give the religious life a try. And you know what? It was the best decision he ever made. He entered the novitiate, which is like a training school for priests, and Don Bosco himself gave him his cassock, the long black robe priests wear. A few years later, in 1882, Philip was ordained a priest. It's funny because at first, he didn't even think he wanted to be a priest. But his leaders saw his potential and encouraged him. This shows us that sometimes others can see the amazing gifts God has put inside us even before we do. Don Bosco knew exactly where Father Philip's talents would shine. One day, he showed him a map and said his work would be in Spain. And that's just what happened. Father Rinaldi was sent to Spain to lead the Salesian community there. He was an amazing leader. He was so good at inspiring people that he helped open many new Salesian houses and schools all over the country. He started a popular Catholic magazine and worked tirelessly to spread Don Bosco's mission of loving and educating the young. He had a real gift for making things grow. After many years in Spain, Father Rinaldi was called back to the main Salesian headquarters in Turin, Italy. He became the Vicar General, which is like being the vice principal of the entire Salesian world. He worked alongside Don Bosco's first 2 successors. During this time, he showed a special care for young working women, creating centers to help them spiritually and socially. He also provided huge support to the Salesian Sisters, who are like the sister version of Don Bosco's priests. Then, in 1922, something incredible happened. The Salesians from all over the world gathered to choose their new leader, the next Rector Major, who would be Don Bosco's 3rd successor. And who did they choose? Our very own Father Philip Rinaldi. It was a huge responsibility, but he accepted it with great humility. As the new leader, everyone called him Don Rinaldi, and he was a truly fatherly figure for everyone. He wasn't loud or flashy. He led with quiet strength, gentle wisdom, and a heart full of love. He was so much like Don Bosco that one person even said all that he was lacking was Don Bosco's voice. He had everything else. Isn't that an amazing compliment? Under his leadership, the Salesian family grew like never before. In just 9 years, the number of Salesians in the world jumped from 6,000 to over 10,000. That's a huge increase. He had a big heart for the whole world and sent missionaries to faraway places like India and Japan. He made sure they learned the local languages and customs so they could truly connect with the people they were serving. But Don Rinaldi didn't just focus on priests and sisters. He believed that everyone lay people, like your moms and dads, could be saints in their everyday lives. Founded a new group called the Volunteers of Don Bosco. These are people who live the Salesian spirit of joy and service right in the middle of the world, in their regular jobs and families. He was always finding creative, new ways to share God's love. So what made Don Rinaldi so special? First, it was his incredible kindness. He had a way of making every single person feel seen, welcomed, and deeply loved. He truly believed in seeing the good in every young person, no matter their mistakes. Second, he had a deep spiritual life. He trusted completely in God and in merry help of Christians, just like Don Bosco taught. He believed that our work, our studies, and even our playtime could be a prayer to God. Blessed Philip Rinaldi showed us a powerful lesson. He wasn't perfect. He had doubts and felt unsure about his path, just like we all do sometimes. But he was willing to listen to God's call, even when it was just a whisper. He was willing to let others guide him. He was willing to love others with a gentle, patient, and fatherly heart. His story teaches us that God doesn't need us to be perfect. He just needs us to have a willing heart. A small act of kindness, a word of encouragement, a patient smile. These are the things that can truly transform the world. We don't have to do big dramatic things to be holy. We can become saints right where we are, by loving the people around us with the heart of Jesus, just like Blessed Philip Rinaldi did. After a life full of love and service, Blessed Philip passed away on December 5, 1931. Pope John Paul II officially called him blessed in 1990, which is the step right before becoming a saint. His story continues to inspire thousands of people around the globe to live with a gentle heart and a willing spirit. So today, let's remember Blessed Philip Rinaldi. Let's ask him to help us be a little kinder, a little more patient, and a little more encouraging to everyone we meet. Let's remember that with God's help, our small, loving actions can make a huge difference. Thanks so much for joining me today to learn about this wonderful saint. I hope his story inspired you as much as it inspires me. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories about the saints. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and healthy as usual. See you next time, and God bless you always.